Hey everybody, Riot Mort here, and PBE is up. We're on Monsters Attack. The new set is on PBE, and you know what that means. It's the first week, which means I haven't streamed it yet, but I still want to bring you videos. So we're doing the thing where it's a not a live game, I'm not streaming, but instead you get to hear my thoughts. So brand new game. Here we go. Should be fun. Got a treat for you. So hopefully everybody's having fun. PBE's up. Seems like it's pretty popular. I think right now it's 9 o'clock at night and we're hitting queues, so we'll see. So cool. All right, start off, we got a nice Wukong pair. Should be pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Blitzcrank here. I like Blitzcrank as an opener. If you can get an early 2-star Blitzcrank, it's very tanky, especially if you end up with tank items. Item-wise, we're not looking too great here. We got a Shojin or Deathblade. Deathblade if we want to go the AD route, but right now we're not really hitting a bunch of AD champions. We could consider playing Yuumi. Yuumi a little tough to play without Star Guardian, but I do have the Yuumi and the Lux here. So yeah. But yeah, again, hopefully everybody's having fun. Obviously a lot of bugs to fix, a lot of balance to work on. But thankfully we have 3 weeks this time. It's a 3-week PBE thanks to the US holiday of Thanksgiving. Alright, we get some gold. Gonna go ahead and buy out the shop here. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, cybernetic implants, brawler heart. We're going to go ahead and grab the brawler heart. That way we can pair it with the Blitzcrank. If you can get a 4 brawler opener, that's pretty good. And I like how brawler heart immediately gives you 2 brawler. So if we can get 1 more brawler, we'll be in a pretty good spot here. And we're going to go ahead and play the Yuumi so we can build the Shojin. We could consider some brawler angles with like an AP comp at the end, something like a Misfortune, an Aurelian Soul, things like that we should be considering. But otherwise, nothing too crazy going on here, just a not great start. One of the things with the changes with this set is that 2-starring champions is going to be a lot more important. Ooh, go ahead and reforge. All right, that's a nice AP start. So yeah, we're definitely looking like we're going to go AP this game. So we'll have to consider how we go AP. But yeah, so 2-star champions, very important. So for example, this fight here, the enemy has a 2-star Galio. We don't have any 2 stars. I'm expecting us to lose this fight. So the other thing is Yuumi 1 with no Star Guardian isn't going to be able to do a whole lot. Mascot's also percent health generation, so we're going to really need a 2-star to really benefit from that. We don't have that, and so sure enough, we don't kill anything, and we take an 8 damage. Ouch. Alright, not too shabby. Would have been nice to be able to buy the Wukong pair, but, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, we hit the Nasus pair, which is at least a 2-star champion. We can take out the Blitz for now. That gives us 3 mascot, 2 brawler. We have the Neela if we wanted to go 3 Star Guardian here. That kind of means we're ditching our Brawler Heart for a second, but this is probably the strongest board we have for now. At least gives us 3 Star Guardian. We'll see. Again, though, only 1 2-star champion, and now we're wasting an augment, so that's not great. But thankfully the opponent took AFK here. This should be a pretty easy win, unless these are ridiculously underpowered, which would be a problem. Yeah, I think Yuumi 1 just kind of tickles. You really need that Yuumi 2 to start doing some big chunky damage, but not too bad here. And yeah, you can kind of see the 1-star Yuumi with items getting out damaged by the 2-star Nasus with no items. So again, starring up your champions is going to be very important this set. Don't just think you can play a bunch of 1-stars and power through just because you have good items. You're gonna want to hit your pairs. Alright, the other thing to note here is we do have 4 Brawler we could consider. We hit the 2 Kales. That's a possible underground angle. We also hit the Lee Sin. That's a Brawler, which we should consider. Ominous warning. Yeah, otherwise, gonna stick with the Yuumi for now. Nothing too crazy here. So yeah, it's definitely felt interesting going back to basics a little bit with this set. No more dragons to worry about. The augments are pretty, standard. There's no trait augments this time. So on the other side here, we do see a Draven. Not a mech Draven though, so it is possible for us to win this. The Lux ult kind of missed there. That wasn't great. Draven really good in the early game with that ace trait. So yeah, it's going to get those big executes and unfortunately take 3 more damage here. Now the positive here is because we're lost 2 rounds, at least we'll get an item pick, which I don't usually get. I'm usually win streaking, so we'll take an item pick here. Death Cap or Jeweled Gauntlet are usually very good depending on where you want to go. If you're going Spell Slinger, something like Jeweled Gauntlet is clearly better. If you're not getting that that rod, unfortunately the rod's taken on the other side, so we're going to take the glove for the Jeweled Gauntlet. That'll give us that spell crit now, which is quite good. So yeah, again, something like a Misfortune, an Aurelian Soul here. Looking real good. There's a lot of 4-cost AP carries. I find the AP tree to be a little bit more flexible than the AD tree, to be honest, this set. So I'm going to usually lean towards AP where I can. Alright, so that would be a Lux 2, but then the items would be in the wrong spot. Let's see what past Mort decides to do here. So we get our Jeweled Gauntlet here. There's our 2 Brawler. Kind of not taking advantage of it though. What's he gonna do? Alright, so right now we're kind of leaning towards the Star Guardian. Talia is also another option. These are great Talia items if we end up on Talia. On the other side, though, we see a Riven with a Warmogs and a 2-star Blitzcrank. Probably not winning this one. So, looks like on the other side, the player's already at 4 admin, actually. That's a little scary. Whew. Yep, sure enough, Camille torched the back line. So we're going to get our 10 gold, and we're going to lose that one. So, not the best start here, but thankfully there's a lot of options. Oh, interesting. So we have a Soraka. For those who played before, you know, the early sets, hitting an early 4-cost carry is pretty good. That gives us admin here. So on ability, okay, I'm going to rewind that for a second here, just so you can see what that was. And I'm going to pause it here, just so you can really take it in. But yeah, we hit the Soraka. We're going to put that in here. All right, so we have at 40% health, admins gain 75 ability power, which is okay. But if we're going to play around Soraka, that's not going to be great because Soraka's going to have to get low for that to proc. Combat start, your team gains 20% attack speed. Not bad for a 2-piece. It gives the whole team 20% attack speed, but not amazing. Instead, because we hit on ability cast, admins gain 12 permanent max health, and we hit that Soraka early, we could try to stack up the Soraka's health and this Blitzcrank's health. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and stack that, and that's going to be what we're going to play. And so now we are playing a Soraka carry game. We mentioned an AP, so that's going to be pretty good here. So now we can kind of ditch the Star Guardians. I should probably be selling all the Star Guardians here. Yep, so that can get us up to 20 gold, which is great. And yeah, so we got our first admin, which is good. All right, on the enemy side here, there's only 1 2-star, so maybe we have a chance. Soraka also pretty good. So Soraka, every 3rd cast is going to hit 3 people like that, and you get those big crits. Plus Soraka heals herself a little. If we can get a big crit on Ashe here, nope, not quite. All right, well, at least we lost streaked, and now we have a direction, but you can see that Soraka damage. We hit our 4-cost carry, we can play around that. And you know me, always willing to be pretty flexible here. We also hit a Samira and a Riven. The Riven's nice, that's gonna give us 4 Brawler. We also have Underground here, because we hit the Samira early. There's a bunch of different options we could go. Because yeah, we have Samira, Kale, plus Vi. That's Underground if we wanted to play that. So definitely some interesting options here. Now, if you're going to play Soraka, I think Soraka really wants blue buff. So we'd also be on the lookout for tiers. One of the interesting things now is the way Shojin works, because it's every 3 autos you gain 10 mana, and they both give you AP. It's actually okay to play blue buff and Shojin here. So that's something we could also consider. Item-wise, nothing too great here, though. We kind of really need frontline, so the Zerat portal might be beneficial to get us through the early game. Yeah, I think this is a sell Nasus, sit at 31 gold. We'd have to blow 16 gold to put in Underground, which I'm not sure is worth it here. Maybe next turn. So yeah, I'm probably making the Zerat portal here. There we go. Alright, so again, the nice thing is our admin trait is 12 health every time we cast. So we want this Soraka casting like crazy. Soraka's base health starts at like 700. So we'll have to see how high we can get that. On the other side, that is a Riven 2. We are not winning this round. Our goal is to survive and get as many Soraka procs as we can. We are not winning this round. There's another cast, another 12 health. Not too bad. Ooh, if we can get one more big cast, we might be able to kill that Soraka. The other nice thing about putting in the Samira is it's an ace. So we could actually get an ace proc. Oh, but it's going to lower the enemy health here. Hopefully one more cast. Nice. Gets a kill here. And you can see Soraka doing some good healing. Actually get... Ooh, only lose by 1. That was probably the best we could hope for here. Continuing the loss streak. Alright. Sunfire, Exiles, Electrocharge. I feel like Sunfire or Exiles is okay here. Sunfire because we don't have any anti-healing yet. We go with Exiles, and I kind of like this choice specifically because we're going to be stacking that permanent health. And if we're going to be stacking permanent health, we should consider... Oh, there's some 2 stars. That's good. Also a Zac. That's pretty interesting. I think we're going to keep Underground in, though. That Zac's really tempting, especially with Exiles. I think the correct play here would actually be sell the Samira and the Kale to put in the Zac. But I think for now we can stay at level 6, 20 gold. We hit that 2-star Blitzcrank. That's going to give us more frontline. But yeah, so with Exiles, we're gaining that stacking health on admin. And so those Exile shields will be quite big. So that should give us a good start. And so yeah, you can see the shields on the team starting not too shabby here. This is one of those things where maybe you play Underground for like 3 losses or 6 losses and then ditch it, but we'll see. We do win this fight, which means we're only going to get 1 point on our heist. So not the best there, but that's okay. At least we're not losing. Again, Samira also just a nice to get that ace in, get those 10% executes. Also, this song is great. Alright, we hit Misfortune. That's another ace. It's also something we could consider. We have really good Misfortune items and the Draven. The problem is, and this is the challenge with trying to run 4 ace, is you're going to be holding the Samira and the Draven for a long time because you got to get that Mordekaiser, and that Mordekaiser's a long way off. So if you have something like Ace Emblem, you can consider it, but here I think it's just too far away. Now, that being said, we were at 28 gold. Doesn't cost us to hold. We can grab Jax for another Brawler, maybe go 6 Brawler. On the other side here, we see somebody starting to play a Supers comp, has that Draven. It's only a Draven 1, though. So the big challenge here is just that our Soraka's not doing a ton of damage yet, but our frontline is quite good. And they are only level 5. So maybe we'll be okay. Oof. Get that ace proc, nice. It's gonna be close, there you go. Soraka damage looking good. Alright. We're probably gonna want to go for a tier off Carousel, because then we could consider Blue Buff or Archangel. Both good options here. Although I will say, if we can get the Blue Buff, we're getting that on-cast gain HP, which would be really good, so... That's kind of what we're hoping for. Now, we did also win twice, so Underground's not really getting us a ton here. Alright, thankfully no one takes the tier. We're good to go. Looking good. You gotta be careful at this carousel, by the way, because there are so many 4-cost threats that are just really easy to slot into your comp. So if somebody grabs like a Belveth or a Zac here, that's going to be a big spike to their comp. Alright, nothing too crazy to look at here. If we sell everything, that gets us at 40, which gets our econ back in a pretty good spot. But yeah, underground, we're not really getting a bunch going on here. Decide to put in 2 defender, because underground's just not really working out here. The 2 defender is going to give us more effective health. I think we made ourselves a little weaker here, but maybe we buy some more time with all that extra armor for Soraka to keep stacking up that extra HP. And Blitzcrank's also getting a little bit of HP too, so... Yep. Thankfully on the other side it's just a Kale 2. Kale 2's not that threatening, but I kind of expect us to lose this fight. Samira was a good secondary carry, and we've lost that now. So... Yep. Oh, well. Oof. 4 unit loss. Not the best. Alright, so we hit a Jax here. Nothing particularly great. Yeah, not liking this position super well right now. But again, the nice thing is we've been stacking this Soraka. I'm sure she's gained quite a bit of health here. Look at that, 1122 base health now. So we've gained about 422 health. That's not bad. That's not bad for a 2-piece trait. Ooh, that's a LeBlanc. Hopefully the Poppy pulls the LeBlanc here. Sure enough, it does. Good to... Oh, nope, never mind. Ow. Now, the nice thing is the LeBlanc one's actually just going to kind of feed Soraka mana here, so that was kind of best case scenario for us. Every time Soraka casts, by the way, she heals 10% of her missing health. So again, that's another really good, like, get the health really high. She can heal herself up. Who knows? Maybe there's even some, like, weird tank Soraka build that I haven't figured out yet. Certainly Mech Soraka is one of the ones we're a little worried about, but we'll see. And yeah, you can kind of see Jax, 0-item Jax doing almost as much as the Soraka, so Jax is a little strong right now. Camille in the shop, we really should be willing to consider for admin. Should at least see what the admin bonus is going to be. So if this Mort doesn't buy that Camille, he's a fool. Also, we're seeing our second misfortune here, so there's definitely a world where we're like sad that we could have had 2 misfortunes on our bench. Misfortune, though, I admittedly find a little harder to play if you haven't been stacking Anima. Misfortune really likes having some of that Anima. Now, granted, Anima's only HP, so it's not that bad, but we didn't get a tier. That's a shame. One of the other things, by the way, is you really want to get Heart in for Soraka. And so putting in that, like, Sona, for example, would be really good. We hit the Jax, too. That's pretty nice. We also hit the Sejuani. That's 6 Brawler. That's really good. So we've got 6 Brawler. We're going to go ahead and put in the Heart here. So now we've got 6 Brawler, 2 Heart. Now, Heart, by the way, says your team gains 5 AP every time your Heart unit's cast. So what that means is every time Soraka casts, the whole team is gaining 5 AP, including Soraka. So not bad for what we're trying to do here, which is this 6 Brawler. Our Blitzcrank is also going to be quite tanky, because again, 6 Brawler stacking that HP with the admin. So we've got a really good front line for doing exactly what we want here. Here comes a big Soraka cast. Oof. Not too bad, not too bad. Some big things that would help here is seeing what the 4 admin is, hitting a Soraka 2, obviously. So we're not in the best spot. Ooh, alright, it's our hero augment. We've got Sejuani, Janna. Janna's really good, but there's a Soraka here, and we're kind of playing Soraka. So it is the support one, not the carry. Oh, and we hit a Soraka in the shop. Okay, well, that worked out. That's a bit of a high roll. That gives us a Soraka 2. Now, the hero augment basically says, with Soraka on your team, every 5 seconds your team gains 15 mana. So, not bad. It's going to give some more mana to the team. It's going to allow things like that Sejuani to cast a little quicker. Still rolling here. I think we're really looking for a Lee Sin, because a Lee Sin would be the Heart and the Brawler. and allow us to play a little bit more around that. But unfortunately, we don't hit. We do hit our 4th admin, though. So again, we should really start considering admin. But Lee Sin's the thing we're looking for. And so, yeah, you can mock me earlier for selling and passing on those Lee Sins. It's going to be a recurring issue this game. But again, Soraka 2 now, stacking up. If we can get a tier off Carousel, this is going to be really nice. And now that we have Heart in, that Soraka's getting more and more AP every time she casts. And the 6 Brawler frontline with Exiles, that's a lot of power. So we're feeling really good about our situation here. Again, that Jax damage, though. Whew. That Jax damage, a little silly. Ooh, another Soraka. Alright, so we're going to check what the admin is here. Another 12 permanent health, heal 200 health, that would keep that Soraka alive, or gain 20 AP. Okay, so the 20 AP here, I'm just going to tell you right now, that's insane. Every time the Soraka casts, she's going to gain 20 AP, and she's going to be casting a lot, especially if we get that blue buff. Plus Heart, that's 25 AP per cast. I feel like this Soraka is going to hit like a truck. So this is probably a little busted. But let's see. All right, here comes the triple cast. Some big Soraka damage here. And again, this is without blue buff. We're already hitting for 1120. Okay. Ooh, 1160. Okay. Well, that was definitely the admin we were looking for. We are kind of online. Now we're looking for a Lee Sin so that we could get to 6 Brawler. We're looking for that tier. Unfortunately, we won a bunch of rounds, so now we have to really hope we can get to that tier. It's not on a 5 cost, thankfully. And, oh, please don't take it. Okay, we're good. We got it. Okay, so blue buff Shojin. So normally blue buff Shojin might be a little too much mana generation here, but we have Heart and that admin giving us 20 AP per cast. This seems absolutely correct. This seems exactly like what we'd want. So now we just got to get to 8. And like I said, ideally it would be Lee Sin for Sona. That would put us at 5 Brawler. Level up, put in the Sejuani, that's 6 Brawler, and then swap out Riven for Vi, and we'd be good to go. Riven's also going to give us an option to get in 2 Defender at 9 if we get there. So, alright, on the other side here we can see Samira. That's a 2-star Belveth, but it has no items, so we're not that worried. But again, now we can just watch this Soraka go to town. Whew. That was 1,000. Now blue buff, every time they get a takedown, they get 10 mana. Oh my god, look at those damage numbers. Whew. And remember, every time we cast, we're gaining 12 permanent health. So, feels good. Feels pretty good. Again, really need that Lee Sin though. That's the thing that feels real off. But if you want to play Soraka carry, this is as good as it gets. Now, we didn't get the carry hero augment. Maybe that's the one thing we would have liked a little different, but the support one's not bad here. You can see me taking a screenshot for work. All right, what do we got here? On the other side, that is a Hacker LeBlanc we should be a little worried about. Otherwise, nothing too scary. Thankfully, the LeBlanc ends up on the Sona. Oh god, that's... Janna VFX will be fixed tomorrow, but again, look at Soraka go. So there you go. Gain a Soraka. When you field her, your team restores 15 mana. And yeah, sure enough, with the 6 Brawler and the... or I guess 4 Brawler and the Exiles, we have a ton of health, giving Soraka time to ramp. I don't know. I'm feeling real good about this spot. Alright, we get to our first boss battle, and it's going to be Aurelion Sol. Now, boss battles aren't anything to be really scared of. They're just a PvE round like before, so you're going to get your free stuff. But we will see one new thing in this, so... We're gonna go ahead and transition now. Again, we really want to get that Sejuani in, so. Oh yeah, Soraka, by the way, already up to 2,200 health. That is a lot of gold. So yeah, 2,200 health so far. Ooh, we do get a Morello, which is exactly what we want. It's an old classic, but Morello Sejuani is still something you want to consider. Ooh, Riven 2. Nice. Alright, our item component. Nothing really crazy here. Gonna go ahead and level up here. There's the Sejuani. So again, if we can just find the Lee Sin, that's what we really need here, because Lee Sin... Oh, there we go. There's Sedge 2, so that's a Morello Sedge 2. There's our anti-heal. Really just need a Lee Sin, because it's Lee Sin, 4 Sona, and that's going to give us 6 Brawler, 4 Admin, 2 Heart. But hopefully we can hit it. On the other side there, that's a Star Guardian Urgot. That's kind of cool. Let's see how much treasure they generate. They got 1 box out of it. You can see the Cho'Gath laser. But yeah, again, the 5 Brawler plus Exile's just doing so much work for us here. Soraka at 2-3-3-4, 320 AP by the time the fight ended. So yeah, feels good. Alright, LeBlanc 2. Any Lee Sins? Alright, we checked the weather, by the way. Combat start, gain 15 mana. We don't need that. Alright. Now, the other thing here is it'd be nice to switch the Blitzcrank for the Sejuani, but we've been stacking that bonus HP on Blitz, so that Blitz probably has an extra 200 HP we'd have to give up. So, something to consider there. It might be worth it here just to get the Bramble on Sejuani, but for now we're going to keep it in. And yeah, just watch that Soraka mana bar. Cast, already back to full, gets the triple cast. And you can just see so much mana generation. Oh, you get those big triple casts. 1046 there. There's the Morello application to the backline, and boom, 10,000 damage. Look at that, 405 AP on that Soraka. Woo! Alright, Sona 2, which is fine. Again, we really want the Lee Sin, but, you know. Just can't seem to find that Lee Sin. Another Soraka, sure. I probably should be saving up and trying to get to 9 from here, but really want that Lee Sin. And obviously the higher we go, the less likely we are to find that Lee Sin, so. On the other side, we can see what looks like a Sure Shot build. That Samira's looking a little scary. But again, like, look, they still have really not even gotten through these Exile shields. There's the Morello Sejuani ult, always a plus. Yeah, looking a little strong here. This admin 20 AP on cast might be a little busted. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, we could grab the Soraka here. That would give us our 6th Soraka. And the item is pretty good on Sejuani. Now, granted, we have to wait till we 3-star the Soraka to get that item off. But that Protector's Vow is really good on Sejuani now to get that early cast off. And it keeps the Sejuani tanky. For some reason, that guy took the LeBlanc, so we're pretty happy about that. Could have also grabbed Redemption. Redemption would not have been bad. The extra health scales with the Brawler. But again, really still fishing for this Lee Sin that I just cannot find. Alright, well there's the Blitz 2. If we were going to make the switch, we should do it now. 1958 HP. But yeah, Soraka's at 2526. So our Soraka has more HP than our Blitzcrank now. That's pretty good. 1900. So basically this Blitzcrank is farmed not that much, like 200 health, like we said. So All right, another Sure Shot comp. This is basically the Sure Shot Legendaries comp you're going to see a lot of. Samira and Aphelios plus Legendaries. If you have an AD comp, that's, again, you can expect to see a lot of that. Now, they have torn through our front line, because, again, they have 2-star Aphelios and 2-star Samira, but here come those Soraka ults. Whew. All right, Soraka versus Fiddle 2. Uh-oh, he's on us. There's the heal and the crit. Nice. That player had everything and still got knocked out. Feels good. Maybe a little strong, but we'll see. Alright, so what do we got here? We have a Supers, Draven 3. That's a hard matchup for us. Soraka does not do well into mech, plus mech's just a little strong. Star Guardian Talia, a LeBlanc 3 with A.D.M.I.N. Now, their A.D.M.I.N's different, by the way. Theirs is start of combat, the team gains 20% AP, attack speed and 20 mana. I don't like theirs nearly as much. But that's what they made. Now, it does help their whole team, though. All right, so this is the matchup I was pretty afraid of. You got that big Draven in the back line. Now, the one thing is, they don't have much other damage, so it is going to give our Soraka time to ramp. And so, yeah, you can see that Soraka now starting to hit for 1,300. Oof. Unfortunately, these are going to hit really hard. Not a bad loss, though. It was only a 1-unit loss. But you can see the power of mech right now on PvE. Don't worry, it's getting nerfed. Okay, again, still really looking for that Lee Sin. Oh, God. Now, Lee Sin will cost a Spell Slinger, but, like, it's fine. Again, the other thing I probably should have done here is accept that the Blitzcrank needed to move the item over to the Sejuani. So. Sejuani, a classic standby. I expected a lot of people to play that, so. Alright, any champ duplicators, maybe? Nope. Alright, but we're up to 22 gold. We get our full item anvil. We're probably looking for some sort of tank item for Sejuani here. Chalice would also be acceptable. There's our 7th Soraka. Alright, what do we got here? Ionic Spark seems really good. That gives us our magic penetration we don't have yet. Yeah, let's get that on Sejuani. So yeah, if we just get the 3rd item on Sejuani here... Although that being said, if it was just Protector's Vow, that wouldn't be the end of the world either. Any Lee Sins? Any Lee Sins? Oh my goodness. I'm getting Mortdog. Can't find a single Lee Sin. I mean, I am level 8, but still. Alright, so this is the Talia comp. Looks like a deep Star Guardian comp. Pretty strong. Unfortunately, again, our Exile shields, I think, are just going to keep us alive. And now this Soraka is almost at like 3,000 health now. Just from all the stacks from A.D.M.I.N. So yeah, you can see we've stacked up, and the Talia just can't get through our big health pools. And that's it for the Star Guardian player. So it's not like Talia was bad, it's just, again, our front line of Brawler plus Exiles is just too much. Too much. Alright, still looking for that Lee Sin. I've passed so many Sejuanis, it's a crime. Any Lee Sins. Okay, we're at 8 Sorakas. We take those. Nothing wrong with 8 Sorakas. So I think we're up against the mech, which we've struggled with, and then who's the other opponent we gotta beat here? Oh, this is another mech. So we got 2 mech players. Shocking. This mech is going to be really tough because it's a set with the Dragon Claw. So they've kind of opted to go with this tanky mech that's really going to be hard for Soraka to cut through. But as long as we can clear the back line, we might be okay. yeah, we managed to get through it, so not a bad fight. Nice. Looking good. So yeah, 2 mech players now. That is concerning, though. Another Blitzcrank. We're almost at Blitz 3. Kent would hate me for this. Kent always hates me when I hold these extra units like this. But sometimes it pays off. We might get a Blitz 3 that's been stacking health. Okay, so this, on the other side, this is a common comp you're going to see a lot of. It's the Mech Supers comp. So you play Draven, and you reroll that with the Supers, who are also 2 costs. And you get that Supers bonus up to like 50%. And yeah, they also have the Renekton, so it's a 50% damage bonus on this Draven. So their team is doing a lot of damage here. We get the Morello application here, which is good. But again, we just can't get through it quite enough before the Draven. And then yeah, the Draven's gonna hit real hard. So, not quite. But again, we're only 1 off Soraka 3, so maybe we can get Soraka 3 and win this. And again, Mech's a little strong right now. Any Sorakas? Nope. Underground. Heart. Oh, there is a heart emblem. So, honestly, what I should have taken here is probably the Redemption or the Static Shiv. Instead, we go heart here. Trying to hold this dream that maybe we can hit 4 heart was probably a mistake, though. The one nice thing here is we can put the heart emblem on LeBlanc just to give us a secondary carry a little bit. Still looking for that Lee Sin, though. Nope. Alright, but now we can take out that, because now we have the 2 heart regardless, and that gives us 6 brawler, which is a lot more health. By putting it on the Blitzcrank, we're making our Blitzcrank tankier. I don't know that I agree with that decision, as is me that's doing it. I think LeBlanc would have been the better choice here. Alright, on the other side here, we now see a 2-star Nunu, a 2-star Aurelion Soul, a 2-star Fiddlesticks. This is, again, this is what you're going to expect a lot of, is this endgame soup, right? Of just, like, late-game threats. You've got that Misfortune, you've got that Aphelios. It's really hard to deal with, so... We get the Morello out there. Blitzcrank's trying his best. Soraka's stacked up. Soraka's got a lot of AP right now, but unfortunately our front line just barely falling off, and we haven't hit the set yet. Big triple cast. Ooh, we get the big triple cast during overtime. That was nice. Okay, the mech player's dead. Actually, I say that, like, there's 2 mech players. The Draven mech player died. Now we just have to beat the Dragonclaw mech player. So that is a hard matchup. Can we find Soraka 3? Or Blitz 3? There's a Lee Sin, finally. Nope. Alright, we chillin'. We're still kind of down an Itemization, but yeah, you can see their comp is really just mech set and a bunch of legendaries. So, again, you're going to see a lot of that this set. Yeah. Yeah, 2 defender. They've even got the Syndra to toss in extra stuff. That's actually really bad for us, because that's going to make it so that Soraka has more targets to burn through. So this Nunu is also pretty rough for us. And yeah, you can see we're kind of falling behind here to the legendary soup. I should have went to 9. So if I don't hit the Soraka 3, we're pretty doomed. I don't see how we can beat this by ourselves here, especially because that Dragonclaw. If it wasn't the Dragonclaw, we might have been okay, but yeah, you can see here 3 mech, 2 defender, legendary soup. But that's the cool thing about this set, right? You can play some of these verticals like Brawler, Admin, Star Guardian, Anima, or you can play the power to 8, power to 9, play the legendaries, play the strongest board, and they both work, and that's kind of fun. So, all right, item-wise, we're just looking for more stuff to buy ourselves time. Whee! Also, I probably should have put this armor on, like, Riven or something. Item remover, nothing particularly amazing there. Although we can item remover the Blitzcrank to finally put the Bramble on. Alright, what do we got here? Dragon's Claw, not bad. Death Cap, we could Death Black Cap LeBlanc. Alright, looking for that Soraka. Any Sorakas? Nope. Sell the Blitzcranks. Lee Sin. Nope, didn't hit. Uh-oh. At least now we have Heart LeBlanc here. So we've got something going on here, but if we die here, it's not looking good. We need to win this or not take 18 damage somehow. Now the nice thing is Sejuani's a lot tankier now. We get that Morello application. God, look how much health Soraka has, by the way. Whew. That's a lot of alive things. Are we dead? Ooh, big crits. Fuel me, mana. Fuel me, mana. Heal me. Ooh, good crit. Good crit. Nice. Are we alive? Ooh, by one. 1 health. 3, 1. Oh! There it is. Uh-oh, now we have this hard decision. What do we sell? What do we sell? I think it's sell the Lee Sin. We'll lose the Brawler, but, like, obviously that's worth. We can't even put in a unit, so we're down a unit right now. That item's also not great on anybody, but there we go. Soraka 3 with a ton of health. Really good traits. Is it enough? Let's find out. So Soraka, obviously the number goes up, it doubles, but now every third cast is 5 units instead of 3 also. So this third cast should do some big damage. Yep, sure enough. Now their backline's mostly gone, so... Whew, there we go. Now, you know, 3-star 4 costs aren't quite the instant win like 3-star 5 costs, so these fights could still not go our way. Thankfully they don't. We do enough damage here. We win that fight. And Renekton's... Okay, so we get Renekton. That was a lucky hit. That gives us our 6th Brawler. Okay. God, look at this Soraka's health. 4,914 health. That's an almost 5,000 health Soraka. So A.D.M.I.N did some good work this game. Whew. I wish we'd had the Protector's Vow on Sejuani, but it is what it is. Alright, Soraka, carry me to victory. Can we beat Legendary Soup? I think we can. Here comes the third cast soon. Here it comes. Nice. Some backline deleted. Uh-oh, we got hit by the tidal wave, though. That's not ideal. And here comes the third one. Boom. Alright. Uh-oh, it's actually looking kind of close. Does this kill? This might not kill. Oh my god, it's 1-to-1. We're going to a carousel. Oh, Zephyr. I think we have to be an evil rat and take the Zephyr here. Yeah, there's not really a better item. IE on LeBlanc would have been okay, I guess. But if we can Zephyr the set here, I think that's the play. 7-5, though. 1-to-1. What a game. What a game. Alright, wish me luck. Yeah, like I said, I think the play is Zephyr the set, though. So we can just skip the set and go on to the other targets. So, wish me luck. Alright. We Zephyr the set. That's a mech setup in the air. We can skip that. They frontline their Fiddlesticks. I don't agree with that play. Oh, that was a big crit. Alright, I think Soraka 3 did it. Alright, hope you all have fun on PvE. Let us know how it goes. Patches every day. Alright, had fun. A.D.M.I.N, Soraka 3. Enjoy. All right, that's gonna do it for me for this video. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Until next time, take it easy.